Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a great day so far. So today I thought we would talk about work appropriate or work perfect eyeshadow palettes. So I have picked the 5 from my collection that I feel like for me personally, my tastes, my preferences, my work situation, my office situation, and just the makeup that I personally choose to wear to that location. These are the 5 that I feel like most easily work for like my everyday work life. Now I just want to say this is so personal preference, taste, and also your work environment. Obviously everyone's going to have different setups, different industries, different environments, and what is and isn't like appropriate or professional, and what they just prefer to wear to work. My preference when it comes to work, my work environment is very, very low key, very, very natural, very, very understated, no makeup. That's kind of my preference, but also the environment that I work in, being in sport. You know, people just don't wear makeup. It's not practical a lot of the time to be wearing makeup, and obviously we're around athletes who can't wear makeup most of the time because they're sweating off or swimming it off or showering off at all times. So the sports world is very no makeup, very toned down. Obviously you can do whatever you want, but that's my kind of choice, and my kind of preference is to be as toned down, muted, natural, no makeup as possible, and a lot of the time just no makeup whatsoever. But if I am wearing makeup, these are the eyeshadow palettes that I kind of reach for a day in the office. So first up, the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I love this palette. I feel like as soon as you look at this, you can see so many options for like a toned down muted look. And I think mainly because there are a decent number of mattes in here, and all of the mattes, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matte shades are all easy, like one and done in the crease shadows, depending on your skin tone as to which we know will work best for you. But yeah, for me, I could use any of these mattes as a one and done in the crease, and it'll be just a really natural, quick, easy look. They've also got some pretty muted shimmers in here, like these 2 over here, that aren't mega crazy in your face. It can be super natural and not too much. So I think that they've got some really good options in here as well. And also, you know, it's not a palette that you had to buy specifically to do this job. You can use this for nights out. There's options in there for more glam, more intense. So you can buy this and you can use it for the office, and you can also use it for all different other occasions as well. So it's not just an office appropriate no makeup palette. It does a lot and it's very versatile. But for me, this is one of the easiest, quickest, beautiful, understated makeup palettes that I have. Next up, an oldie but a real goodie, and this is ABH Soft Glam. I've got a lot of use out of this one. It's very battered, and the reason I feel like this is so perfect out of all the ABH palettes for work is it has so many mattes. Almost this entire row is mattes other than fairy shade down here, but then you've got 2 more on the top row. If you're wanting to avoid like too much shimmer or too much kapow and colour on your lids, obviously the Soft Glam palette is aimed at soft glam. It's got lots of very natural, muted, understated options in here, shimmer as well as matte. But yeah, for versatility and for options and number of shades that will work in the office, this is a great choice. Next up, the perfect option if you are traveling for work. I quite often have to do like courses, overnight stays, weekends away, etc., where you might have to travel, or even if you're doing your makeup at the office or something like that. I tend to, you know, sometimes I'll go to the gym in the mornings and then go straight to the office. So you want to, you know, a small, compact makeup bag as you can possibly get. This is what I would choose. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Desert Haze palette. It's just so simple but beautiful. It's got everything you need in here to do that perfect, understated, muted, natural eye look. It's just everything you need in one perfect tiny little place in a beautiful formula. I absolutely love this palette. It's so understated, but it's literally the best put together number of shades and undertones for that very, very natural understated, office friendly look. Next up, the newest palette to my collection, and this is the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes. I was really unsure about this when I first used it, but having got to know it and used it a lot more, I now really like it. It's obviously just got so many options for lots of different skin tones, for lots of different occasions and events, and obviously you can pair it with other palettes for the shimmer if you want to add in shimmer on the lid. But for me, this is like the #1 perfect, softest, most muted, natural eye look. You can do so much with this palette as far as that natural, everyday, was she born like this? Did she wake up like that? No makeup. It's just absolutely perfect. It's not the most pigmented. It's more a case of building up than blending out. So it's like the opposite of like Natasha and Pat McGrath shadows, where they, there's a lot of pigment, but they blend beautifully. So you blend them out. This, you're going to have to take time building it up, unless you're super fair or you're just looking for the most natural, barely there eyeshadow look, which you can completely do with this palette as well. So I think it's got a lot going for it, and as I use it more and more and get used to it, I'm definitely growing to love it. And last but not least, a bit of an unexpected inclusion, I feel like, in this video. I feel like people really don't associate this palette with like everyday, muted, easy, soft, natural looks for some reason, and it's the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. And I think, I get it. To look at it, there's a lot going on here, there's a lot of colour, and it's can be quite intimidating if you are, afraid of colour or just intimidated by this number of shadows and everything that's going on. But there are so many one and done shadows in here, because not only for work do I want a muted, understated, natural looking makeup, but I need it to be quick as well. I'm in a rush, I'm in a hurry. I don't want to spend 2 hours on a work day, getting ready. So one and done shadows are a win for me, and there are so many in this palette. Any of these shadows, can all be a quick in the crease and done. There's also a lot of more muted shimmers in here. For example, this one that can be really nicely blended out and give you a nice natural look on the lid. Same thing with this brownie sort of coppery shade up here, can be super muted and understated. This lighter shimmer can be used in a really nice, soft, natural way. So although it might not look like what you would pick out of your collection as being office friendly, day, no makeup, natural, glam look, it really has got a lot of options in there for that, and it's also very versatile. So a bit like the bronze palette, this isn't just an office palette. It has lots of office friendly options in there, but it's going to do a lot more as well. So if you want to get the most out of your palette and have it be suitable for the most occasions, this is a great choice, because it's really underappreciated as far as doing soft everyday looks. And I use it all the time as a one and done palette. I just use one of these browns. Maybe I love this shade down here. It's kind of like a khaki brown. And I love just this shade, buffed into the crease really lightly and done. And it's got a lot of options like that in there that I think people look at this and think it's, a nighttime, all out, mega glam palette. And actually it really has lots of quick, easy, natural options as well. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 palettes that I reach for when I'm going to the office, when I want to be, as understated, natural, no makeup as possible. Those are kind of my top 5 picks. I'd love to know what yours are in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye.